Today, I am going to reveal something that few men know, but that could completely change your intimate life. How can a common ingredient like olive oil become your ally to last longer, strengthen your erections, and regain that confidence in bed that you felt was slipping away? And you'll do it without miracle tricks, without shame, and with clear steps you can start applying today. I am Dr. Jocelyn, a urologist and specialist in men's health. For years, I have supported men who feel that something inside them gradually dims. Men who ejaculate too early, who carry anxiety that robs them of control, who feel that their energy isn't enough, and who believe this is just what happens with age. I have seen this hundreds of times, and I want you to know something from the start. You're not alone, and there is a simpler solution than you might imagine. So simple that it is right now in your kitchen. Today, I will take you through 3 essential pillars to restore your male power without dangerous shortcuts or false promises. I will show you how to improve your intimate circulation, how to sleep in a way that allows your hormones to repair themselves properly, and how to extinguish that internal fire that prevents you from feeling genuine desire. And the common thread in all of this is a noble fat, extra virgin olive oil used at the right time of day and in the dose that almost no one respects. We are not talking about magic, we are talking about smart consistency. Desire has not disappeared. It has only been buried beneath fatigue, tension, and daily chaos. If you have ever felt that your body was not responding to you and kept silent about it, tell me below when you first noticed it. Your story can help other men who feel the same today. Let's address the issue directly. Many believe that the blue pill is the ultimate solution, and yes, it can help in specific moments, but it will never rebuild the root of the problem. It's like turning on the light in a house with old wiring. It lights up for a while, but the cables remain worn out and about to fail. The truth that no one explained to you in time is that your intimate response depends as much on your hormonal engine as on the path your blood takes. If that path is stiff, inflamed, saturated with stress and bad nights, the spark is delayed, cut off, or doesn't appear. I see this daily in my practice, like the case of Mr. Ernesto, 67 years old. Climbing a small set of stairs leaves him breathless. He sleeps with the TV on, eats late and heavy, and in bed he's overwhelmed by the fear of failure. And when fear takes hold, everything disconnects. But listen carefully, you are not your last failed attempt. You are the result of your repeated habits. Tension builds up in the details. Sugar-filled dinners, zero fiber, poor quality fats, screens until dawn, and restless sleep. The body hardens from within, and intimacy is the first to pay the price. That's why I am here today to suggest a simple adjustment that can restore your control. If this is already resonating with you, subscribe because what's coming will be very helpful. There's no smoke here, only real and practical guidance. I want you to imagine your arteries as rivers. If their banks are hard and the channel is dirty, the water will never reach its important destination with strength. Extra virgin olive oil acts as silent but constant maintenance. Soften the banks, clean the channel, and allow the water to flow naturally. It's not an explosive burst, it's a wise drip, a nightly habit that day after day completely changes your inner terrain. Why at night? Because when we turn off the light, your body activates its secret workshop, repairs cells, balances hormones, and cleans what is no longer useful. If before sleeping you give it noble fuel, you are telling your body, here is the material, rebuild. The night not only rests you, but also rebuilds you. I am sharing Miguel's case, a 72-year-old man. He was exhausted from trying absurd rituals and contradictory advice. He decided to go back to basics: a light dinner, a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil before bed, a glass of water, and to sleep. In 10 days, he noticed that his hands were no longer cold. In 2 weeks, his walks had more rhythm and energy, and most excitingly, his response in intimacy began to change. It wasn't a sudden change or a miracle overnight, but a quiet, steady, and profound progress. Miguel confided in me with a shy smile. Dr. Jocelyn, I felt firmness again, and for the first time in years, fear didn't accompany me to bed. That kind of progress is the one that lasts, the one that builds real confidence, and not the one that depends on a pill. And here I want to focus on a detail that almost no one mentions, and that your body, especially after 40, begins to urgently need: Extra virgin olive oil is much more than a healthy fat. It acts as an internal regulator that dampens blood sugar spikes. It reduces the silent inflammation that wears you down and helps your body convert good cholesterol into the raw material used to produce testosterone, the key male hormone. You don't need to learn complicated medical terms or become an expert in biochemistry. The only truly important thing is to pay attention to the signals. Wake up feeling lighter, feel your mind clear, experience less mental noise, and under the sheets, less struggle and more presence. Now I want to talk to you about that invisible fire that few men are aware of. Over time, many live burning inside, but not with passion, rather with chronic inflammation. It doesn't burn externally, but it consumes you from within. It steals your vitality, dims your humor, weakens your desire, and makes you believe that dangerous lie, my best days are gone. Extra virgin olive oil arrives as a silent ally that promises no noise but relief. Its polyphenols and antioxidants are like small internal brooms, sweeping away daily wear and tear, cleaning the residues your body accumulates from stress, poor diet, and lack of rest. The result? More available energy, better blood flow, a clearer brain, and desire that begins to reappear. But this time without forcing it, because let me tell you something. Desire didn't die, it just got trapped behind chronic fatigue and inflammation you've been carrying for years. And this opens another essential door, that of the vitamins that act as switches for your well-being. Vitamins A, D, E, and K are like master keys, but they need quality fat to accompany them in order to activate their functions. Olive oil does that job. It takes these vitamins by the hand and carries them to where they truly matter. Your skin, your blood vessels, your bones, your defenses, and yes, also your hormonal balance. What do you feel when that begins to happen? The skin stops feeling rough and dry, the muscles respond more precisely, the waist area starts to loosen without extreme effort, and your mood brightens again. I remember Alvaro, a patient who told me something I cherish as a treasure. Dr. Jocelyn, I had no idea that being in a good mood would bring back so many desires. It's as if my body had started saying yes again. And he was right. When the body feels good inside, the mind stops sabotaging and desire flows effortlessly. Intimacy stops feeling like an exam you need to pass and becomes what it was always meant to be, an encounter, a pleasure, a connection. Good humor is an emotional vasodilator. When it circulates, it opens you up, softens you, connects you. Share it if you feel more men need to hear this. Listen carefully. At 50, 60, or 70 years old, you don't need empty promises or magic solutions. You need allies working in your favor, in sync with your age and your body's natural process. Let's get practical because I know that's what you want. How to approach it to see results that last. Every night, 1 or 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Start with 1 and listen to your body. You can take it alone, letting it sit in your mouth for a few seconds to taste it and activate digestion, or add a few drops of lemon if you like a fresh touch. Do you prefer to incorporate it into your dinner? Go ahead. Use it over warm vegetables in a light salad or accompanied by legumes. The important thing is that it reaches your system near bedtime so your body can use it in its repair process without causing heaviness. How to choose good oil. Look for these 3 key points on the label: extra virgin, cold pressed, in a dark glass bottle. It should be well sealed, away from light and heat. Its flavor is lively. It should taste fruity with a gentle spicy note at the end. If it tastes flat, rancid, or too mild, it's not your ally. You don't need the most expensive, you need the authentic. What to combine it with at night. You can add a splash of lemon to activate the senses, a pinch of ginger if you want internal warmth, a teaspoon of pure honey if your body tolerates it well. If you need to control your sugar intake, avoid honey. Accompany this ritual with a warm infusion and slow breathing. That will be your moment to tell your body, everything is okay, it's time to repair. And then, almost without realizing it, you will start to see signs between the 2nd and 4th week. You will wake up lighter with less mental fog. Your waist will begin to deflate without extreme diets. Your hands and feet will feel warmer. Your walks will become more fluid and rhythmic. And in your intimate life, you will start to notice something that for many men is worth more than any medication: You will need less effort to respond. Your body will react more naturally, and the confidence to stay present in the moment will gradually return. That security you thought was lost will start to feel like yours again. I want to make something very clear because it's important to be responsible. What I share with you does not replace medical treatments when they are necessary. What it does is build a solid foundation on which any intervention works better. It is the fertile ground we all need, especially after a certain age. Now then, if you take anticoagulants, suffer from severe reflux, or have any particular condition, it is essential that you first consult with your trusted doctor before starting this habit. Your health deserves proper guidance, not improvisation. Consistency remains the true queen of this story. If you forget one day, don't punish yourself. Simply pick it up the next day. This journey isn't about perfection, but about gentle persistence. Don't seek bursts of excitement or fireworks. Look for progress that endures over time, those that don't regress. If you're feeling that this resonates with you, give me a like and tell me in the comments what step you plan to take this week. Your decision could be exactly the inspiration another man needs to start taking care of himself. Today, I want you to keep this final image in mind. Every night when you take your spoonful of extra virgin olive oil, it's as if you're depositing a gold coin into your inner piggy bank. It makes no noise, doesn't attract attention, no one sees it, but it adds up. A month later, the piggy bank begins to feel heavier. 2 months later, your way of walking through life changes. And no, you're not broken. You're simply carrying more weight than you should. With a small, daily, and consistent gesture, your body becomes your ally again, not your obstacle. Extra virgin olive oil at night does something profound. It opens internal pathways that were narrow and hardened. It extinguishes that silent fire that robbed you of vitality and creates a kinder environment for your hormones to work in your favor. You'll notice it in details that, when you reach your age, are worth pure gold. A clear mind upon waking, hands that stop feeling cold, a broader and deeper breath. And in intimacy, less struggle and more response. Today, we talk about 3 pillars that support your masculine power. First, circulation, because without good blood flow, no firmness can be maintained. Second, inflammation, that constant noise that steals your desire and dims your spark without you realizing it. And third, the absorption of vitamins and nutrients that keep your muscles, skin, mood, and inner strength healthy. I shared with you dosages, combinations, ways to take it, signs of progress, and how to choose a real oil. I gave you a realistic and achievable map, not a passing fantasy. But before I finish, pay attention, because what's coming could mark a before and after. There is a nocturnal thief, a silent enemy that most men over 60 completely ignore. It enters your life unannounced, lowers your desire, drains your energy, and convinces you it's just age, when in reality, it's not. If you manage to correct that nocturnal thief, everything you learned today will not only work, it will multiply by 10,